What is up, my fellow Rays and Guitards? Hello everyone, this is obviously your favorite channel on the internet, Ray Guitard, so let's just get into today's video, because we got nothing better to do. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I recently came across a clip of Samuel Hyde. If you do not know who Sam Hyde is, he is a internet comedian, very funny man, internet funny man.
Karash's mom never liked the way her pussy looked. She always hated the way the skin on the outside of her pussy looked. She had a hard time staring at herself in the mirror after she got out of the shower. So every day she would put her panties on quickly.
That's right. But he has recently been streaming over on YouTube. And semi-recently on his stream, he was actually calling out Idubbbz' wife. And if you guys don't really know the whole story, the whole lore, the Idubbbz and Sam Hyde lore, back in 2021, Sam released a video called Exposing Idubbbz. And in this video, it was basically a bunch of footage that they had left over from Idubbbz coming over and making a documentary on him, blah blah woof woof. Long story short, Idubbbz ended up releasing his documentary. There was some strange, beef, it seemed. The tensions were just hot, and then Idubbbz had his creator clash.
The storm.
Oh,
big body coming out already. He's going forward.
And everyone on Twitter was in an uproar, let Sam Hyde fight. And from this stemmed a huge drama.
Oh, we have Sam here. Sam, there was talk of you being on this card. I don't think it's happening now. It seems like it's not going to happen. But how serious are you about boxing, and who would you love to box in the future?
I mean, I'm the guy that, Idubbbz, would you say that I inspired your boxing career?
No, you did not.
Okay. What did?
Right, he DM'd me.
What's the weight class you're looking for to fill in that spot?
It's heavyweight.
I believe Sam Hyde has just caught corona.
And Idubbbz seemed like he didn't really want to partake, but it just kind of came off as he was kind of being a pussy about it. He wasn't really addressing what was going on. I feel like if he would have just come out and made a funny roast video or something, just being oh, these are all the reasons, blah blah woof woof, and actually been funny, he would have looked a lot better in the situation at least. And that kind of led us up till today, which just recently Idubbbz was announcing the whole Creator Clash 2 event that he's throwing. Not quite the lineup as it was last year with Michael Reeves and Graham Stephan and just a bunch of crazy people. I mean, obviously there's still the Harley fight, which is going to be interesting to watch, but his opponent, I have no idea who he is. And that basically brings us up till today. I guess just recently Sam Hyde was on his stream and he was saying all this, so let's just react to it.
With the 15 says, Sam, get Jed a raise for the consistently pleasant streams. Also, in Anissa's own words, Sam, you are a scorpion, and Ian is a frog. Some kind of Muslim story fable, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so, man.
Dang, that's crazy. That is crazy to call him a scorpion.
I think it's the opposite, my fellow.
He's the scorpion?
He's a fucking snake.
Oh, there we go. And what are you?
What do you think about that? I think he's a fucking snake.
He might be too foolish to be evil.
He's got an ego.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's a fucking mastermind, and he definitely viewed me as a documentary subject, stepping stone guy that he could eviscerate with his big brain in order to make 4chan stop calling him a cuck.
Yeah.
Etc.
And if you guys did watch that documentary, I kind of understand where he's coming at with that. It just seems like the whole interview part of the documentary was just kind of really suspect. It just felt weird. And then also throughout the video, he had little interjection points where he was just basically sitting down like I am right here and just kind of commentating. He did this whole explanation of irony, and I'm like, bro, if you are sitting down here and trying to explain irony to me now, you're not funny anymore. You are lame. You are literally trying to explain to me how to make jokes. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. It comes off as such an entitled prick kind of a move to do. You really think that your viewers are that retarded that they can't understand irony? And there are some people out there that are just downright stupid and cannot understand whenever you're joking. I mean, for those people, I understand. He might be dealing with a lot more of them because he has 8 million subs right now. The good people, the good viewers out there are not retarded. That's you guys. That's the Ray Guitard fans. You aren't retarded. You are Ray Guitards. Thank you. I mean, are we all Ray Guitards at the? No, we're gay retards. That's our army name. That's our army name. Salute to the gay retards. That was crazy. I don't know if I can fully put that in, but I'm putting it in.
Even Hassan Piker or Idubbbz, like the people I call out as a joke, like I'm willing to like horse trade with people. Yeah. If Ian ever hit me up and was like, hey man, can you leave me alone? Fuck it. I would stop talking about him. Whatever. I don't care that much. Yeah, Scorpion because I flipped it on him when he came out here to make me look like an ass. I don't think so, Anissa. Bitch. Ho. Try again, sweetie.
Anissa or Anissa?
It doesn't matter. Even hey.
That is true. Like literally everyone in the comments was just saying, "Holy cow, Sam is so funny." And I mean, Idubbbz was just kind of sitting there trying to explain to you what irony means. It's just kind of gay, man. I mean, I have really no other input than, hey, that is homosexual of you. Stop it. I don't like the LGBTQ. Get out of here.
It doesn't matter. Even your own family hates you, bitch. Anissa's family hits me up. Her family. I've been hit up by her family members talking shit about her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Even your own family hates you, bitch.
Yo, okay, that is a thing just to come out and say. That is wacky. That's crazy. If that's true, that's insane.
What does that say about you and how fucked up you are? They said that you used your Alzheimer's father as a dramatic prop.
And the thing that makes that even worse is that the reason they were doing the whole creator clash in the first place was to raise awareness for Alzheimer's, and all of the proceeds would go towards an Alzheimer's charity, basically.
That's what Creator Clash 1 was for? It was for Alzheimer's or something like that? Yeah. And Anissa was up there like, I'm just so happy we could raise all this money for Alzheimer's. One of your own fucking family members hit me up and said you don't care that much about your father, and that your father you have like a strained relationship or something.
Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna just take his word for it, because that's a wild accusation. I mean, you can if you want to. That's a big ass call out. Hey man, drama be drama, but like, that is pretty crazy. So I mean, believe who you want to believe, but if she was actually doing that all just because, like, for promotion or whatever, I don't really know what her reasoning would be to donate it all to Alzheimer's if she doesn't care about her dad all that much. That just doesn't, like, fully make sense to me. So I don't know, that could just be like a wild accusation, but he seems serious, so I don't know, man.
And that you don't care about Alzheimer's. So fuck you, bitch, hoe, slut, fucking slut, ugly slut. There's nothing worse than a slut who's ugly.
Jeez. So now I don't know if he's actually joking or if he's being real or not. I literally can't even tell anymore. Is this all manufactured drama? Probably. I mean, come on, probably.
I feel like there's something good in him because his old stuff was good.
How is he under the control? Is that piece of, let me see if that info is out.
It can't be real.
How do I get browsing up here?
Just go down to...
I will say, he needs to stop snorting or, like, blow his nose or something.
What the hell is this?
Is that her last name?
He's taken her last name. They married in June with Idubbbz' last name changed from Washburn to Joma. My brother, oh man.
I'm just gonna say it. Gay and cringe, bro. That is gay and cringe. You can't just give him fodder like that. You can't just give him ammunition like that. Look, he's smirking. You can see his little smirk because he knows. He knows that he has all of the ammunition he needs. So a lot of people speculate that the reason why Idubbbz made the documentary in the first place was because he wanted to, like, trash Sam, because he's like linked with 4chan and everything. So a lot of people are speculating, oh, maybe he wanted to like just trash Sam, make fun of him, especially because a lot of people on 4chan at the time and just the internet in general were making fun of Idubbbz because his girlfriend and now wife has an OnlyFans. And everyone was just calling him a cuck. You gave everyone so much more ammunition to call you a cuck because you took her last name. That is so gay of you, dude.
He is deeply in pain. Lost to Dr. Mike. And this is how much of a scorpion I am. I literally would have trained him to beat Dr. Mike, too. And, like, done it in absolute good faith and, like, made a fun video with him about it. That's how big of a scorpion I am. Oh, my God.
That's a dark one, man.
Oh!
It's hard to even laugh at that. That's...
I think we got to go back into our fantasy world of Minecraft and just pretend this didn't happen. Oh, look, it's beautiful.
So from the beginning of that video, the reason why he got into that topic was from a donation. The donation was talking about how she said something about him, right? Called him a scorpion. Well, I'm pretty sure that this is what that donation was talking about. About like a week ago or so, Anissa was on live talking about Sam Hyde, so let's just react to that.
I can give you insight on the Sam Hyde doc, yeah. We could talk about that if you want. I wasn't, so when the Sam Hyde when he went to go film it, I was terrified. I was like super uncomfortable, with it because I have been around people like Sam before I was on the internet.
You mean like Idubbbz?
It's addressed to Ian. Oh, it's a single piece of paper that says nigger faggot.
They're like the same person. They had the same sense of humor at one point. What do you mean, like? Okay, whatever.
They are very, to me, unpredictable people. And I don't like unpredictable people, period. I just don't. So I was like very nervous for it.
Oh, hold on. I mean, he's not like unpredictable at all. He's quite predictable. He does what's predictable that will get him clicks and impressions. You can see the pattern. It's not crazy. He's not an insane wacko human being. It doesn't seem. Now, Frank Hassel, that's a completely different story.
Which game is that from? Oh, you have a kid? Does he know about your black sperm addiction?
Oh, yeah.
He's into it?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's fine with Jamal and Darius coming over and...
Hey, he calls them dads.
That's really beautiful.
His content's funny, but holy cow.
And then he went and flew with the camera guy to Rhode Island, and I would get phone calls and texts every day, just kind of like updating me. When he went to go shoot guns, I was like super nervous, so I asked him to text me when it was like...
You really think that they're gonna invite him out to shoot guns and then they're gonna shoot him? He is not batshit insane, dude. He's just like an internet troll. He just makes funny videos.
I wish people could have heard the phone calls that Ian had with me at the time. I think it would have like added so much insight. I remember telling him at the time like to make sure that he's filming his like thoughts and feelings throughout. I feel like he was so flustered and overwhelmed that that just wasn't possible, which I totally get. But the first day was super hard for him. Sam was throwing around a lot of like addiction stories, and like he had met Danny and he was really concerned about Danny. That actually took up like, I know it was like a smaller part in the documentary, but like that like kind of took over his mind like a lot more than I think people realize.
Okay, I can see that. He did hire an actress to like play a drugged out girlfriend of Sam Hyde. I mean, I understand that he thought it was real and everything, and he really believed it. You know, I mean, I understand. That really took up a big chunk of it, and then that got him worried and everything. That makes sense.
Sam's got his demons that he was like telling Ian about. Ian was like, holy shit, like I don't even know if like I am the right person to even be filming this. Like this is way worse than I thought, and he couldn't think about anything else really.
So what you're telling me is he got trolled. That is what you're telling me. I understand. That's crazy. Wacky thing to do to someone, but at the end of the day, it wasn't real. It was fake, sure, those kinds of things happen, but also, like, it was just a prank. At the end of the day, it wasn't real, so you got nothing to worry about, but...
It was faked. But at the time, he didn't know that. It was like, he knew that, like, there was stuff going on. He just didn't know where the line was. And when it comes to, like, addiction and stuff and, like, that kind of stuff, he didn't want to, like, call it out.
I'm sorry, but she talks, like, way too slow. I have to speed this up.
It's like somebody saying, like, my mom died. What are you gonna do? Like, say, like, no, idiot. your mom's probably not dead. You have to take it seriously.
No, you could do that. If you just saw the guy's mom yesterday or something, then just be like, hey, no, your mom's not dead. I just saw her at this store. So yeah, you could do that in some contexts.
I remember it was like day 1, day 2, and then I think on day 3 it was when it was revealed. And Ian was like, at the time he phoned me and he was like, I can't do anything with this footage. That's like kind of where he was at. He was like, I can't do anything with this footage. And I was like, Ian, you phone me every day and shocked me. You have footage. like I was like, there's a narrative there for sure. Because every day you phoned me and told me something different, and now you're telling me that it's all like none of it was real. I was like, that's your footage.
I mean, okay, I do hate thinking in that way. It's like there's a narrative there. Some people will say, oh, well, that's proof that he was going there to try and set up Sam Hyde. No, that's just him going there to make a video. Every single content creator, even I, will think of how the video flows, and I think of how to talk about things and how to make it all kind of culminate into a story of sorts to keep your guys' attention engaged. And so I get that sweet retention, baby. That is what I need. Retention fuels my blood. It fuels my work. It fuels my will to live. So please watch this till the very end, and then you get a crisp Klondike bar. That's what you get. You get a Klondike bar.
I think anything that's like way different than expectation, for him, it feels like, oh, I failed. But it wasn't a failure. In my opinion, it was like the most successful out of everything that he's done, right? Because everybody that he's worked with up to this point has been very giving and very ready to be genuine. So something like this is so different that to me that's very successful. Even though Ian has been rewarded in the past for walking into an unknown situation, because all of them are unknown. The amount of Ian does not talk to these people for very long. It's like, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's how we're gonna do it. I will send you, or I want to film. I have like a rough idea of like how I want to film it, and I will send you the documentary before I put it out and make sure that you're okay with it, and then I'll put it out.
So there, she did just drop a little bit of information, and which, if it's true, then that's not really that bad. Clearly, right there, she just said that he sends the video to the person and asks if they're okay with the documentary, and if they're allowed to put it out, which he doesn't even need to do that. And if he does actually do that, I commend him for it. That's actually pretty nice, because a lot of people can go make documentaries, get you to agree to stuff. News channels do it all the time. They make these documentaries, paint the person in the worst light that they possibly can. They don't even ask you if you're okay with it. You just have to deal with it. Kind of like the Tiger King stuff. I'm pretty sure a lot of that was like reworked and re-edited, because once you give people that footage of you, they can do whatever they want with it. You know, if that is true, that's really nice of him, and I truly do commend him for that, because he doesn't have to do it.
Ian has, especially over the last like 3 or 4 years, become a very happy and comfortable with himself person.
You mean gay. Stupid and gay.
And because he's so comfortable with himself and so okay to be vulnerable, these documentaries, they're exciting for him because he's able to exercise this like level of maturity and this level of okayness with himself. And he went into this with Sam, like, with that attitude of, I'm 100% comfortable with myself.
He's 100% gay. Everyone, he is 100% gay and cringe. I'm just letting you know, my husband is gay and cringe, so.
And I want to share moments with other human beings, film it, and make it, you know, an interesting video.
Why does she have to, like, explain it and compliment him in the most gay way possible? Like, don't make him out to be, like, a homosexual. Come on. I want to be very vulnerable with Sam Hyde. I just want to be in the same room and just be all vulnerable with him. You're making him look bad. Just shut up and get off the stream. Get off the stream, man.
It's interesting to see the dichotomy of having someone completely have their belly out and walking into an unknown situation, and someone the opposite who was like planning to fuck with him before he even got there. That's a really interesting dichotomy. It makes for a very entertaining video, and that's all this was meant to be. So like, you're right, like Sam did like illuminate it. He put like a huge spotlight on Ian's vulnerability, but it was intentional, and it's not like there was no like attempt to win or lose, right? Like that was never Ian's attempt or like what was going on. So it's interesting because Ian never states that that's an intention. There's never any like hint of it in the video. So it's interesting how many people like say like, oh, you won or lost, when that's not really like, it was just never part of it. I really like it. I thought it was like by far the most interesting documentary to me. I'm surprised it actually hasn't done better. I thought it was going to do like really.
The way she kind of painted that was like, Sam Hyde is in the wrong and like kind of a bad guy for planning all of that. When in reality, I think both people had good intentions and were going into it with good intentions. Sam just wanted to make some entertaining content and funny stuff with Idubbbz, who used to make some of the craziest, most viral, funny shit in the world. So I think Sam was just like, hey, how about we just reignite that passion of just straight up humor with Idubbbz. Let's make this one of the funniest documentaries he has. Make him really think that we live like this, like absolute degenerate goblins. And then all at the end of the day, all of it was just like fake. I understand, like he wanted to make like a real, legitimate, where you are now kind of a documentary, but has never been Sam's MO.
It's a shame Sam wouldn't talk to him after he revealed the hoax. It felt like he robbed Ian's side of a proper conclusion. I will say, like, if anything frustrated Ian, it was definitely that. He waited too, like tried to, wait and see if like Sam would maybe be interested later on if Sam like learned that Ian had no ill intent, but is unfortunately, yeah, I agree with you. That was the hardest part for sure.
And that makes sense. He really should have had like a second interview with Idubbbz at some point, because it would have been cool to like see a little bit more of his life. But also, if he's a more private person, you have your own prerogatives going on the internet, and Sam doesn't really want to put out much personal information, it seems. Like, I'm pretty sure that you're never gonna see Sam Hyde do an unironic vlog style video.
I don't know if you guys like have ever heard that story, The Scorpion and the Frog, where the frog, he's like, he knows not to trust the scorpion. Scorpion, like, wants to kill the frog, wants to kill and eat the frog. But there's one day the scorpion is stranded on an island, and he needs to get off the island because obviously he's fucked, he can't swim. So he asks the frog to help him, and the frog, thinking like, okay, like, you need help. If we get into the water, you sting me, we both die. I can help you. I know that you're not gonna like hurt me on the way back. And the scorpion ends up stinging him, and they both drown. And he's like, why'd you do that? And the scorpion's like, I'm a scorpion. It's in my nature. And my dad's always like, see, some people, it's just in their nature to do things like this, and it's just who they are. Anyways, you gotta learn from the scorpion and the frog.
Alright, so there you go. She kind of just called him a scorpion. At the end of the day, I don't know really what's going on. It's interesting drama to speculate on about. I don't know. Gay retard, what do you have to say about it? I say enjoy the content you want to enjoy. Watch the people you want to watch. If you enjoy good old Sam Hyde, then go watch his f***ing content. And he makes some hysterical shit. The newer Idubbbz stuff, personally not my cup of tea. Some of it is kind of funny, and emphasis on the some. Okay, whatever. Like, comment, subscribe. Gay retard out. See you.